I have my own social life, and I just don't feel that, him trying to come in and out just because he's saying that he's looking out for Lay is a reason to have my address where he gets his visits. It's not like I'm keeping him from her. So him wanting my address is another one of his stalking moves.
Okay, but you were held in contempt by this court for not allowing Mr. Thomas to have his possession and access back in April of 2022.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got something pretty good. We got this scorned sister. On just in the court, just lying, right? Just lying. And for the most part, when you really look at this video, you'll be able to see it yourself. It's clear as day. You can tell the sister is very disingenuous, and she is trying to use the tactic of, oh, well, he put his hands on me, he did this and he did that, So for this video, I'm definitely pulling out two parts of this. We're going to have to watch part 1 and part 2. Now there's a part 3, part 4. Y'all definitely are going to want to watch that, but I'm going to leave it down below in the description, so y'all can go ahead. I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description, so y'all can go ahead and go check it out on your own. But once again, man, it's just crazy at how the courts are just allowing this stuff to fly. The reason she has this man in court wasting his time is because she wants more money. Now, supposedly he is already paying her $155, right, for their 12-year-old daughter. Now, she's saying, hey, my daughter needs more, right? And she starts to say, hey, well, she's in karate, she's in ballet, she's in this, she's in that, she's in this. And then she says, hey, and I'm taking 100% of I'm pretty much doing 100% of everything. Now, supposedly he has visitation, and she's keeping the child away. So that's the biggest reason why they're even in court in the first place. And you're saying, hey, well, I'm doing 100% of everything. Well, because you're not even willing to give the child to the father. You're not meant to do 100% of everything. But here's the thing. Women fight hard. I mean, hard to get you in court to say, hey, man, we need to put this man on child support because I do this, I do that. Then when the man says, you know what, okay, man, forget all this. You sitting over here trying to penalize me for taking care of a kid that I want to take care of. And you're making it hard for me to take care of this child. I'm sure if the judge said, you know what, if I believe all of this stuff that you're saying, we're going to keep this child away from the father, I'm pretty sure she will be jumping up and down, just to then turn around and say, hey, well, you know what, it's getting hard to take care of this child, and this man doesn't even want to take care of him. Or in this situation, her. Let's jump into this video.
I have my own social life, and I just don't feel that, him trying to come in and out just because he's saying that he's looking out for Lay is a reason to have my address where he gets his visits. It's not like I'm keeping him from her. So him wanting my address is another one of his stalking moves.
Okay, but you were held in contempt by this court for not allowing Mr. Thomas to have his possession and access back in April of 2022. Isn't that correct?
No, that's not correct.
So you were not held.
That's what y'all agreed on. No.
It wasn't an agreement.
That's what y'all agreed on. Can I ask a quick question? I didn't sign that order.
No. Payments on the child support arrears be set to $300. Why are you requesting that the payments be at that amount?
She's 12 years old. He's behind on payments. I do 100% of everything. Like, it's for his child. I don't spend it on nothing else. I mean, if he want to support her, let's support her. Like, I don't get 155. Come on, she's 12 years old. She's in all activities. She's in cheer. She's in dance. I support that alone. Like, I don't get any support from him from none of that. So I'm trying to make her a successful, little lady into a woman. And I mean, if he want to help, that's how he can help. If that's his concern, his daughter.
So $155 is not enough for your daughter's needs at this point on the arrears.
Okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So you said she's
everything has went up.
Okay. And you said that she's in extracurriculars that cost funds?
Yes, ma'am.
What all extracurriculars is she in?
And she's in competition cheer. She's in band. She's in karate. She's in a lot of stuff.
Okay. And about how much
Through
do
the
those
school,
about how much do those cost?
The competition cheer monthly was like $150, and then you have to pay for like the outfits and stuff like that. So I paid almost $250 a month just for her by herself, and then I have to drive to the competitions, and I have a lot of stuff I have to do. All that costs money.
I understand. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Judge about that part of the hearing?
I mean, just everything has went up. She eats. She needs the support. I mean, if you feel like $150 is enough for a growing girl, I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. I mean, I don't bother him. I don't ask him for outside money. When I do request it, he doesn't give it to us anyway. So it's like, if that's the only way I can get it, that's how I'm gonna request it. And if he's so concerned about the care of his child, then I don't see the problem.
Okay. And moving on to the issue of non-disclosure, why are you requesting that your address be held confidential from Mr. Thomas?
Because he's a stalker. He's been harassing me. He stayed threatening me. Because he's a stalker. He's been harassing me. He stayed threatening me. It's just a lot. That's why I really moved down the street, but I moved from there. I have emails. I have text messages.
Objection, Your Honor.
He said he has pictures. He said he has everything. I have it right here. That's why I said reschedule this day. I'll bring it.
Ms. Hancock, you need whenever you hear one of the lawyers announce that they've made an objection, you need to hold your comment. Ms. Nance, what is the objection?
Objection to documents not in evidence, and it's hearsay.
Okay. Objection is sustained. So Ms. Hancock, if you're going to testify about documents that haven't been introduced as part of the record, you can't testify about them since it's not part of the evidence yet. And if you're going to testify about what others have told you, you can't testify and provide that kind of testimony. You can testify what Mr. Thomas had told you, so that's admissible. But anything that someone else
No. This is between me and Mr. Thomas. This is not anybody else.
Okay, and I think part of the problem
is nothing no one told me.
Ms. Hancock, I think part of the issue is that your device delays and it keeps chopping up. So it could be that both Ms. Nance and I misheard your statement. Okay, so if you could please only testify as to what Mr. Thomas has told you.
You're requesting that your address be held confidential. Why is that?
Because we have a meetup location that we agreed to. I have other children and I'm in another family, and I just it's tension. Not tension like that, but he has his point, or he says his stuff, and it's kind of bringing havoc to my home. We did agree on a meetup location, and that's just where I wanted to stay at. I mean, if he knows everything else about his child, what is the...
So Ms. Hancock, you testified that he has engaged in some stalking against you. Can you go into that just a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. He follows me around my neighborhood. I have this on camera. At one point, he was sending people to my door, and they was banging on my windows.
Ms. Nance, if you could just hold your comment. Ms. Hancock. Ms. Nance, I'm going to admonish your client with regards to his reactions. I've noticed that during the testimony of Ms. Hancock, he is just laughing and just doesn't seem to be taking this seriously. So, Mr. Thomas.
I mean, if y'all watch part 3, she says, man, listen, I don't have money to do all of this. Well, you're right. You don't have money to do all of this. So that's why you're trying to get more money out of this man. And then she says that supposedly she done moved on and she's in another family, unless if that's her living with her other family, or and that's her actually moving on to another guy, once again, why are you still trying to get more money out of this man? Once again, here is just another scorned, bitter woman. And you can just tell she's just very disingenuous. Master manipulator. She's eating this shit up. She's like, oh man, goodness gracious, thank you, bro. This is my time. It's just like one of those opportunities for the actors to win a spot. They're like, oh, this is my time to shine. This is my time to shine. She's saying, oh man, this dude over here been putting hands on me. Oh, what would he do to me in my relationship? Oh my goodness. Well, man, this dude done freaking slammed my head through the wall and freaking Undertaker tombstone me. I mean, this dude done uppercutted me. This dude and this dude and that. She really never allude to what she did in this relationship. She never allude to what she did to provoke a man if he did that. I doubt it. But granted, you do have some relationship where men and women put hands on each other. But the sad thing about it is they will only ever highlight the man. Because we do know there are situations, even for some of y'all women who y'all love your father so much, but there has been times where your father has put hands on your mother. It is what it is. Those are growing pains. And many of those women and men still stay together. It's not a situation of, oh yeah, he always put hands on me. He's an abuser. Nah, women get out of line. Men get out of line. Women put hands on men all the time. And generally speaking, men retaliate and you see what happens, right? Men end up leaving the mark or whatever, right? Men are generally going to overpower, but we're always going to highlight the man. We're never going to look at the woman. Right. And that's a sad thing about it. That's a sad thing about it in this world, that we will always see. Same thing for Rihanna and Chris Brown. Same thing for Rihanna and Chris Brown. Rihanna put hands on this man. Rihanna slapped this man. Rihanna did all of that stuff. But we all said, hey, we're going to hold Chris Brown accountable because he retaliated. It is just a sad world, man. It's a sad world we living in. Double standard. Guys, be very careful of who y'all lay down with, because to be honest with you, there's no reason why he should even be laying down with a woman like this. I mean, she looks bitter, right? She has the aura of a better woman, of a better sister. So look, y'all let me know down below, man. What do y'all think about this? Like I said, this is mighty crazy. But at the end of the day, you got to really look at this brother and say, man, he was probably desperate. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.